MAGA is indeed melting down today, the day of Donald Trump's second arrest and indictment, this one federally in Miami, Florida. By the time you listen to today's show, it may have already happened, and we will, of course, have full live coverage today, as well as of Trump's Bedminster speech at 8:15 p.m. Eastern tonight. Hope you'll join me for that, and then we will debrief tomorrow. But let's take a quick tour through MAGA land. Here is a former Trump propagandist, Steve Bannon, who recently attacked me and called me Brother Dave Pakman. This guy is not my brother. He is now turning on William Barr. William Barr, Trump's former attorney general, of course, saying if half of the indictment is true, Trump is toast. We looked at that clip yesterday. And here is Steve Bannon. He's using profanity, guys. So that's how you know he means business.
And Bill Barr, you can sit up there and say it's a great case. We're going to shove this up your ass, okay? We're going to shove it up your ass. You are freaking guilty of treason. You're guilty of treason, and Ray's guilty of treason.
There is no evidence whatsoever that William Barr has committed treason. There is no evidence whatsoever that FBI director chosen by Trump, Christopher Wray, has committed treason. And I will remind you, one of the big selling points that Trump listed about himself was that he would hire the best people, always the best people. And he hired two traitors. He hired William Barr, a traitor, and Christopher Wray, a traitor. It doesn't say very much about Trump's ability to select employees, which was one of the big selling points. We go now from Steve Bannon to Kari Lake. Kari Lake is also using an extreme filter on her camera. She is talking about how the NRA comments she made, how there are NRA members who will stand between, I guess, the Justice Department and Trump. It's not a threat. She says it's not a threat. Sure sounds like a threat to me. Take a listen.
If they think they're going to lay a finger on our president, President Trump, they're going to have to come through me. And I made a mistake. I said 75 million others just like me. I think it's more like 300 million others just like me.
What?
The people in this country who support
There aren't even 300 million adults in the United States. What is she talking about?
President Trump, who know what's up, who know that that botched election was an attempt to prevent him from getting in office and cleaning up the corruption in our country. And I said as an aside, and most of us are NRA members. That is not a threat. That is a public service announcement.
It certainly sounds like a threat. And if you want to see exactly what it leads to, freedomnews.tv interviewed Pat, a Trump supporter, who said January 6th is going to look like a playground compared to, I guess, what he's willing to do in Miami later today. This is serious, folks. Listen to this.
A lot of my family blood spilled for this country. I'm not going to let it go to waste. I'm not. I refuse. I did 19 years here as a federal agent in Dade County. I'm just not going to let this country go to waste. And right now it's going to waste. Well, if he gets indoctrinated, January 6th is going to look like a playground.
I assume he means indicted. I assume when Pat says indoctrinated, he means indicted.
It's going to look like a playground. From the inside voices that I hear from all the militias and everything else, it's going to be a playground. But if they want to fight, bring it. I mean, I watched Kamala Harris in Orlando. I watched Antifa throw bottles, spit on my child, throw stuff at us. They told us to refrain ourselves. Really?
What?
Okay. But it is what it is, you know. This country's so left right now, but we got to bring it back to the right. We got to get right on the right path. We got to bring everything back. If we don't, we're going to crumble. We're going to be a third world nation. You know?
I'm telling you guys, when the world sees this, this will lead to our viewers from Germany and from the UK and from France and from Finland and from Sweden. I'm going to get emails saying, David, what is wrong with the country? What is happening there?
We have to stand up for that flag. We have to stand up for our beliefs. And we got to put God back in this country. If we forget about him, he's going to forget about us. And right now we're forgetting him and we're forgetting Israel. We forget both of those. Read your Bible. Read your Bible. Because there's a lot of boys like me that are ready.
Right.
All we need is an order. We're ready. Believe everything that
they need an order and they are ready.
indictment says.
Here's one more person they're talking to, I guess.
But the proof is in the pudding.
Okay, no, they're not. Okay, that's the end of the interview. Let's hope for no violence today. That is my hope. The last thing we need on top of any of this is to cloud what should be apolitical Justice Department actions and court cases with the violence of these unhinged people. That's my hope, that we do not see violence today. When you're using websites and apps, your device sends out data about you into the open. Who you are, where you go, things you like. That data then gets sold around for advertising purposes, which is why every time I connect to the internet, I use a VPN to hide my IP address. And our sponsor, Private Internet Access, is the most trustworthy VPN on the market. It's the only VPN that has proven multiple times in court they don't log your activity. Private Internet Access protects you from the prying eyes of hackers, your internet service provider, tech companies. Private Internet Access is also super fast for streaming and for downloads. You can watch your favorite streaming platforms as if you're in another country, like the UK, to access cool new content. And with just one account, you can protect unlimited devices all at the same time. This is really a game changer. Private Internet Access is giving my audience 83% off. That's $203 a month plus 4 months free. Go to piavpn.com/Pacman. The link is down below.